Never tripping about bitches that ain't getting money, cause them hoes ain't never on shit. I let a couple things slide cause it ain't worth my time, but it's time that I slide me a bitch. Talk out the side of your neck, the autopsy reporters gon' mention you're missing your lip. I just been chillin' on bitches and getting this money outside, but I stay out the mix. Cause them hoes be hating on me. She said she can't wait to catch me like I'm Stevie Wonder, I'm waiting to see. I got big Cubans around me, tell a hoe to try to come take 'em from me. Ain't with the acting, no copping, I'm at.
Alright, welcome to High Style Sundays. Y'all know what's going on. We got Uptown Trinn.
Big Uptown Trinn. Hey.
We down here at Sound Tech Studios. First of all, you know, for everybody that doesn't know you, tell them who you are and where you're from.
I'm Trinity. I go by Uptown Trinn. I'm from Washington, D.C., Uptown. I'm a rapper. I'm an artist. I'm an artist because I can sing. I'm a poet first, so I'm an artist. Yeah.
Okay. What part of DC you from?
Uptown.
Uptown.
Northwest.
Okay, Northwest.
Born and raised.
Alright. So, what was it like growing up, you know, in that area for you?
Dang. You better make me go down memory lane. I was really young. I moved to the Southeast when I was like 12. So like before that, Uptown, it was becoming gentrified kind of, but it was still ghetto. So I dealt with a lot of losses, and I'm adopted, so that like played a big role into it. You didn't know that? Oh, but being Uptown, it was just, I just remember being with my friends, honestly. I was so young. Like, I didn't really have to deal with anything because I was so young. But then moving to Southeast, that's when everything started to hit me. The ghetto. Yeah. Fuck yeah. But like my family, all my siblings, I got 11 siblings total. So all my older siblings, they were all like going through their losses and losing their friends and dealing with the violence and stuff. But me being a kid, of course I wasn't dealing with none of that. I seen them go through it, but like I didn't start experiencing it until I got older and I got to middle school. And then I lost my first friend when I was, how old was we when Dominique died? 11? Yeah, I lost my first friend at 11, and then it was like 13, and then it constantly happened after that. So Uptown was just peaches and cream. I was a kid going outside playing with my friends. All my friends lived in one block. I miss when life was that easy. Like my cousin lived in one corner, all my friends lived on the next block. Next door neighbors, we all cool. Now it's ghetto and gentrified.
You think all that like impacted who you are today?
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Why you say that?
Definitely. I feel like, well, it's about to get deep for real. Cause like, I really be getting into it once I get into it. So, I feel like it impacted who I am today because I was forced to face so many trials and tribulations, like just being adopted and not knowing where I fit in and not really understanding because I was so young. And then I didn't really, now I do because I got my mama now. We like this now. That's my girl. She gonna watch this later. But then I was just so lost and misunderstood because I was so different than everybody that was in my household. And then recently I was watching this Oprah interview and she got me thinking, she got me thinking about like my childhood and trauma with a capital T. And it got me thinking like, damn, I've been through some traumatic shit, like fucking sexual assault and fucking verbal abuse and just being in the house with siblings that wasn't mine. Shout out to y'all because y'all gonna watch it too. But like it forced me, I don't think it forced me to like grow up, but it forced me to like find myself quicker. And I feel like I really didn't have anybody to turn to because like we all different. Like I'm different from all of y'all. Like I don't really want to say too much, but like I'm a completely different person. Like I'm literally, it's so hard to explain, but like it forced me to like really find who I am faster, I guess.
So, what would you say like inspires you the most?
What'd you say? Music. It's deeper than music for me. I feel like, so from the beginning, once I started my, like, not even my music career, I started off with poetry, and I wrote my first poetry book when I was like in a second grade. I was 8 years old, or 7 or 8. And then once I got in high school and I really started to like build my brand and really like focus on what I wanted to do in my life, because I always knew I was like the chosen one. I swear, I say it all the time. But like once I really realized, okay, like maybe this is for me, I was really focused on self-love because growing up I didn't really love myself. I had nobody to like, nobody that looked like me, nobody that acted like me, nobody to like really teach me these things. So it was really like falling in love with myself and getting other girls to feel like that too, because especially with social media now, like it's so much hatred and people comparing themselves to each other and not knowing who they are. So it all started with just finding myself and really falling in love with myself. Like I took that journey first before I focused on anything else. So that's what inspires me the most. Like, and also being able to inspire other people, because I get so many DMs daily, and normally I try to like focus on the good DMs instead of the bad comments, because they do outweigh the bad. But I've been getting a lot of DMs like, I've been watching you since I was this old, and I've been following you since I was young, and I was friends with you on Facebook like 10 years ago. I'm so inspired by you. Some people like tag me in different things. So that really keeps me going. And knowing that like, I used to, before I became a full-time rapper, I was like that person on social media for everybody. Like with my poetry, speaking about things that's not being talked about. I have poems about sexual assault. And when I was in college, I was in like, I did a lot of showcases just speaking about sexual assault and abuse and domestic violence and all the gun violence in DC. And that's really like how I got my brand going. So I became like the voice for people, and people would like start reaching out, and that's how I grew my platform and stuff. So that's really what inspires me, to know that like I am like playing a role in people's lives, and to know that people are paying attention.
All right, so how, I want you to tell us like how exactly did you start getting into music,
Okay, so let me tell y'all. I started writing when I was young, like young. My mother's an artist. Her name is Nakaya LaJoy. A lot of y'all might know her. But it was naturally like embedded in me. I'm an artist at heart. So growing up, I used to always write, and then I wrote my first poetry book when I was 7. And then when I was in college, I like really took poetry more serious. So I took it serious in high school, but then in college, I started to release videos, and then my social media blew up. I hit like 10K, and once you get that K, it's just up from there. So then my platform just started to grow more, and I kept telling people I want to be a rapper. And then like people started reaching out to me for hosting and stuff and events just because of my platform. So I was asking, like, niggas, can you ghostwrite for me and can you do this? Because I don't know how to be a rapper because I'm a poet. And then one day, my mama called me in, like, March. And she was like, I think you should be a rapper. And I'm like, girl, I've been saying this my whole life. Like, yes, I think I should be a rapper, too. I just can't write a song. And she was like, you my daughter. You can write a song. Like, go home and write a song. So I went home and I wrote a song. And it was a good song. And then I let everybody hear it. Everybody loved it. And then it was just up from there. Like, she introduced me to some people that she knew. We locked in with a couple producers. I flew out to Atlanta. I went to Atlantic Records. I met the president of it just took off from there. And then I became a rapper, and here I am.
Okay. So what was the first song, like, that you knew, all right, I got something going here?
Talking Crazy was my first song, but, like, I didn't write the song. So it was just like something to do, because it was nothing to do. But when I knew I really got the people going, like I just knew it was for me. I want to say No Hook, but DMV Rap Freaks. Right. DMV Rap Freaks hit a little different. And DMV Rap Freaks like statistically surpassed like every other song except for Talking Crazy. So like I think it's Talking Crazy. I mean DMV Rap Freaks. And then maybe No Hook. But No Hook was like, I started like grabbing people's attention. And that was also my first music video. People love the visuals, so.
Yeah. So, all right, so DMV Rap Freaks. So what was your creative mindset behind that song?
All right, so Young Miami's came out, and I seen the girls dragging on Twitter, and I ain't like nothing about it because I fuck with the song. And a lot of people might say it's messy, she a hoe, but that was a great-ass brand and marketing. That was great. It was all fucking great. It was great put together. The Diddy bar, all of that. So I was sitting right there, and I was like, I'm going to do a DMV Rap Freaks. I called my friends. I was like, I'm going to do one. It was like, do it. So then one day, was I on the phone with Jessica? I think I had just, like, wrote out a list, like, all the DMV rappers. Like, all of them, from, like, the ones that died, the old ones, the young ones, the ones that just came out, girls and everything. So then I just kept pushing it off till I eventually forgot about it. And then Kylie dropped hers. And I was like, that's my sign. I forgot I got to do mine. And then my boyfriend was like, you really need to record the song. Like, you need to record it. So then I just got in my car, like I always do. And I wrote it. It It took me like 3 hours maybe. I just wrote the song and then recorded it the next day. But my creative, like tapping into my creative side, because it's a creative song, you gotta catch the bars. You literally have to catch the bars. But most of the song is it's like, because I'm really from DC and I really know these niggas. Like I really know Kanaya, I really know Mar, I really know most of these people. So it was like easy for me to like write the bars. It wasn't like that hard. And then I'm really a writer. So like it wasn't that hard.
You feel like having that poetry side helps you out?
Hell yeah. It helps because a lot of the times, because I'm from DC and because like sex sells, I get so caught up in like the popping my shit bars and talking my shit and bitch this and bitch that and how fat my ass is, how much money I got in bags. But then it's like being a poet, it really forces me to like tap into how I'm feeling and like what I'm going through versus like what I'm hearing and what's around me. Because it's easy to get caught up in that. But then being a poet, it's just like, I love having substance. Like I'd much rather have substance, and poetry allows me to have substance versus just being cute and being able to talk shit.
All right. So, where exactly like do you hope to take your music career?
Honestly, with like the route that I'm trying to take, and that's also why I haven't like been dropping a lot of music recently, is because I'm trying to like really find my voice in it, because I'm still really new at this. I've only been rapping since March. It's January. Like it's only about to be a year in a few months. So I'm really just trying to really find my foot, like really find what I want to do. Like what's my message here? Like what am I talking about? Because nobody want to keep hearing about that stuff. Like, yeah, so I really got to like find myself, find my message, and figure out what it is I want. And then once I do that, then I'll have an answer with music. But like as far as building my brand and business-wise, because I do have like businesses and a couple LLCs. That's a bar in one of my songs. But I do. I'm gonna be a millionaire. Mark my words.
And talking about your businesses, I know you have a wine line that you started.
I do have a wine company. It's called Moodish.
So
yes.
How'd you get started with that?
Okay, story time. So back to my mom. She like my best friend now, I swear. But she knew somebody who knew somebody. She like builds brands and stuff, and she helps people build their brand. So this one day, somebody that she knew reached out to her like, I need help building my brand or whatever. He was finna start a liquor company. But the nigga is a felon, and you can't have felonies when you got a liquor company. Like, you can't do it. So then he a felon, his mama a felon, his daddy a felon, everybody in the family felon, so they couldn't do it. So then they already like started to like try to build the brand with my mom though. So she was already in a loop. They was already talking all night and already like built that relationship with them. So then once they figured out they couldn't do it, she was like, okay, so like what's up with your plug then? And they basically just plugged us in, and now I have a company and 3 bottles, and now we're all like really like a big old family. Like one of my aunts invested into it and then one of her friends. So I got 3 business partners, my mother, my aunt, and Tashaka.
So where do you where you hope to take this business?
Oh, it's going to be in every liquor store, every bar, every nightclub, every lounge. We already working on it. My launch is the 26th of this month in Atlanta, and about 10 nightclubs. And then we're expanding to Florida next. And then DC, we have a distributor here now, and in Maryland. And we have a distributor somewhere else.
All right. So, do you feel like it's important to, as an artist, to also have that business aspect?
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you want a timeless artist, because like a lot of artists aren't timeless, so the music then expires, and then what? So I feel like it's important to like really build your brand and work on marketing and have other things that you can fall back on.
And what advice, could you give to any upcoming artists and maybe even a business entrepreneur? What advice could you give them?
Consistency. That's the big thing that everybody tells everybody with the business. Be consistent. Doesn't matter what you're doing, just be consistent. People want to see that you're consistent. People will support you. And also, even if other people don't see the goal, chase your dreams. Like, everybody not gonna get it. And it's not for everybody to get. Like, honestly, chase your dreams. Be yourself. Love on yourself. Be yourself and chase your dreams. Like, fuck everybody's opinions. That's, like, the biggest tip I ever had in my life. Fuck everybody's opinions. Like, nobody else's opinions matter. Like, it's your own walk. You got your own dreams, own mindsets. Like, just be you unapologetically, and the world will adjust.
All right. So, do you have any projects you want to let us know coming up? Anything?
Projects coming up. Moodish is dropping. I just dropped Off Limits a week ago, so I don't have any singles dropping right now. I am gonna drop a video to that soon, but as far as Moodish, that's all I've been focusing on. Yes, I did record a song. I want to let you hear it too. I recorded a song for Moodish's commercial, so I'm working on that. We're working on a commercial for that, and working on I can't think of the name of it. Some liquor store stuff. It's like a lot of behind the scenes stuff for Moodish. I also have a liquor company too. It's just not like produced like Moodish. Like, Moodish is already bottled, labeled, and everything. I got a bottle in my car right now. But it's called Ryan XO. It's a peach vodka. Fully designed and everything by me. So that'll be coming out soon. Maybe like by my birthday. It could be done sooner though.
You're launching in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So
that's where I'll be for like the last couple of weeks of this month.
Is it gonna come out to the DMV soon?
Yeah, we just found a distributor here, so it should be coming out in DC and Maryland like 2 weeks after that, maybe.
All right, y'all hear it. Any last shout outs you got for anybody? Anything you want to say?
Shout out to my producer, Static 6. Man, shout out to Joe and to Shaka for always believing in me. It's like, nah, I play too much. That's it. I'm finished for real.
All right. Y'all hear it first. High Style Sundays. We here with Uptown Trinn.
Big Uptown Trinn.
I know what's going on.
Thank you.
Real rap bitch, putting on for my hometown. Tastes like pineapple, so Wale, I'm grown now. Real city girl, it tastes better when it's flown out. It's time to show my ass, got her fetch Frolis hometown. Shy, you ain't shy when it be time to tell they list. Don't be shy when it comes time for you to finally lick this kitty. Never tripping about bitches that ain't getting money, cause them hoes ain't never on shit. I let a couple things slide cause it ain't worth my time, but it's time that I slide me a bitch. Talk out the side of your neck, the autopsy reporters gon' mention you're missing your lips. I just been chilling on bitches and getting this money out, cause I've been cutting up and dropping shit since dropping what's his name. I broke the internet and broke his heart, I'm running through his brain. And I've been taking flights, I'm pretty popping, prop up on his face. And I've been plotting to up the score if any bitches want my place.